What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to the Aston Villa Liverpool post-match analysis and reaction video. And yet again, the players have let Jurgen Klopp down. What was that? Defending in the whole game, Aston Villa created so many chances against Liverpool, and this is not the kind of farewell and this is not the kind of performances that we expected the players to put in these last 6 weeks, because since the beginning of April Liverpool have only won 2 games, against Fulham away and against Tottenham at home, and since that Man United FA Cup game where we lost in the last minute, the Liverpool have been so awful defensively. The attackers are not the issue, because yet again Liverpool scored 3 goals, and in the past 5 games Liverpool have scored 12 goals, which I think is pretty respectable, but we also conceded 10 goals in the past 5 games, and that's way too much. Way too many goals that Liverpool concede, and I think the midfield is also a problem, especially after Endo went off. And McAllister looked really tired and he made a huge mistake. But let's start analyzing the whole game. But overall, I think the final verdict of this season will be it's a good season. We won a trophy, we finished 3rd, we qualified for the Champions League, but Liverpool absolutely must sign a top centre-back and a top defensive midfielder. As good as Kwanzaa is, Konate is injury prone, Van Dijk also makes huge errors now, which is really worrying. He is supposed to be the most experienced player, and yet he passes it to McAllister, who has like 3 Aston Villa players around him, and they were swarming him like sharks, circling around McAllister, and McAllister was really tired, so he makes a bad first touch, and Aston Villa scored their 2nd goal, which put them back on top of Liverpool and back in the game. But let's start off with the first goal that actually was an own goal, and this is a new record. This was Liverpool's 8th goal that was scored by the opposition, so 8 own goals scored for Liverpool by opposition teams is the most in any Liverpool season in their history, and this just shows what a weird season it has been. But then again Liverpool give the ball away. Yuri Tielemans capitalizes on that. Ollie Watkins goes to the byline, way too easy to go just into the Liverpool box and create chances, and Yuri Tielemans is absolutely wide open, like 5 or 6 yards. There is nobody around him and he can just slot it home. But after that Liverpool actually played really well in the first half. Cody Gakpo scored a quite good goal after really good work in the build-up play. Joe Gomez gets the assist, and Emi Martinez parries it towards Gakpo, who tops it home, and VAR took a long time to draw the lines, but thankfully Joe Gomez wasn't offside, who gave the assist, and Cody Gakpo scored, and Liverpool were 2-1 up. And then at the beginning of the second half Liverpool scored an absolutely crucial 3rd goal. Jarrell Kwanzaa, who is still only 21 years old, and he has been at Liverpool since he was 5 years old, a Liverpool Youth Academy player, scoring a goal from a header, from a brilliant free kick by Harvey Elliott. Absolutely fantastic. And Liverpool were 3-1 up, but we never felt safe, we never felt secure, we never felt really assured, really controlling the performance. Yes, Liverpool had a lot of possession, but every time Aston Villa got the ball, they are very dangerous side and they will qualify for the Champions League. It's not mathematically certain, so Tottenham still need to get a result against Man City. That will be a fascinating game tomorrow. 99% of the Tottenham fans want Tottenham to lose, but if Tottenham win, then it will go down to the final game of the season. But I think Man City will win and Man City will win the league. I don't really want Arsenal to win the title, but that's another conversation. The most important thing for Aston Villa is that they are in pole position, really, 5 points ahead of Tottenham. Tottenham have to win both of their games, and Aston Villa, I think, do they have a better goal difference? Yeah, much better goal difference than Tottenham. So Aston Villa need 1 point in their last game, and then it's mathematically certain. And Aston Villa haven't been in the Champions League for, I don't know, 20, 25, for 30 years. I don't even know. It has been this long. And Liverpool were cruising, and my biggest complaint is why didn't Endo stay on the pitch? Because Endo was our anchor defensive midfielder in this one. Darwin Núñez came on, Gravenberch came on, Curtis Jones and Szoboszlai came on, but I would have substituted McAllister and left Endo in that defensive midfield spot, because McAllister is not really a defensive midfielder. He has been dribbled past 66 times this season, which is the second most in the whole of the Premier League. McAllister is a short player with not great physical attributes. We really need a big, strong and pretty fast defensive midfielder who can do much better than even Endo. Endo is a good defensive midfielder, but he is a squad player. He isn't like a starting 11 player. Look at Declan Rice at Arsenal. That's the standard. Look at Rodri at Man City. That's the standard. Liverpool should aspire to buy a defensive midfielder like that. We wanted to last summer. We bid 110 million for Moises Caicedo, but he wanted to go to Chelsea. He has been a boyhood Chelsea fan. So when when Endo went off, what little control Liverpool had in the midfield was all gone, and John Duran came on for Zaniolo, and he was the hero. He scored 2 goals. The first one, an absolute calamity, an absolute howler. Both Van Dijk and McAllister both make huge mistakes. For once, Van Dijk shouldn't pass it to McAllister, who is surrounded by Aston Villa players, and all it takes for McAllister is just a little bit of a loose touch, a little bit of a longer touch than usual. But because McAllister is really tired at that point, it's expected. So it was on Van Dijk, I think, to just pass it long when there is no option to pass it short. Just pass it long. Van Dijk has the best long-range passing out of all of our defenders, apart from maybe Trent Alexander-Arnold. So Van Dijk can definitely ping it to the far corner of the pitch. Instead, he passes it to McAllister. McAllister takes a loose touch. And John Duran gets the ball. He blasts it home. Really annoying goal to concede, because Liverpool were cruising at 3-1 up in terms of we were comfortable, because Liverpool thought if we just keep the ball and control the game, we can see the game out. And maybe that's why Van Dijk didn't go long. We didn't want to lose possession, but to pass it to McAllister was really risky. And then just 3 minutes later, in the 88th minute, this was, by the way, 85th minute, so 84 minutes gone, you are 3-1 up away from home, you have to see the game out. And that's where Liverpool lack this killer instinct and this defensive stability. And the next manager needs to sort it out. Arne Slot definitely needs to sort it out. And I think FSG absolutely have to back the new manager with significant, huge transfer funds. We need a world-class defensive midfielder who is better than Endo, and we need a world-class centre-back, or at least a very good centre-back who is better than Kwanzaa, to come in and start next to Virgil van Dijk. The third Aston Villa goal, very annoying as well, because Moussa Diaby is running at our defense, and he actually has a shot, I think, and John Duran is just running forward, and the ball hits his leg, hits his thigh, bounces up and into the empty net, because Alisson came out of his goal to try to narrow the angle. So it's a free goal, but the first Aston Villa goal was a free goal because Emi Martinez parries it into his own net after Harvey Elliott cross. So what Emi Martinez gave us at one end, Locke probably gave them back that goal. But it wouldn't have mattered if Van Dijk doesn't pass it to McAllister and if McAllister doesn't take that long touch. But overall, I can't argue that Aston Villa deserved at least a draw, because they had 19 shots, Liverpool had 14. Liverpool sometimes played like too casually, sometimes we played like we are on the beach, because this result didn't really matter for Liverpool. We are finishing in third place either way, so Liverpool were playing for pride. And overall, I think Liverpool didn't deserve to win, because defensively we were a shambles, as I said. 19 shots by Aston Villa, only 5 shots on target, so Liverpool blocked a lot of shots. Thankfully 7 Aston Villa shots were blocked by Liverpool. Liverpool on the other hand had 7 shots on target, and a lot of people blaming Darwin Núñez, why couldn't he keep on himself on side. But when you score 3 goals away from home, you should win the game. Remember, this Aston Villa team kept a clean sheet against Arsenal, beat them 1-0, kept a clean sheet against Man City and beat them 1-0. So this was actually a terrific performance by Liverpool up until the 84th minute, and we are 3-1 up at a ground where both Arsenal and Man City lost without scoring. Liverpool have to see the game out. You have to have pride and performance and just perform better, because I think the problem for Liverpool is not goal scoring, because we scored almost as many goals as Arsenal and Man City, just a few goals, like 5, 6, 7 goals worse off than them, which is not a lot, but we conceded like almost 50% more than Arsenal. We conceded 41 goals, that's 13 goals more than Arsenal's 28 goals, and that's a lot. As I said, almost 50% more goals conceded than Arsenal. So if we want to win the title, we absolutely have to sign a top centre-back and the top defensive midfielder. Look at Arsenal's team. They have Saliba and Gabriel and Declan Rice. Those are the spine of the Arsenal defense, which has been the best defense in the Premier League. That's why I'm saying that's the benchmark. That's what Liverpool should be aiming for. That's the kind of quality that Liverpool need to have in their team if we want to compete for the Premier League title. I don't compare Liverpool to Man City because they just spent way more money than Liverpool could ever spend. But the Arsenal spending, I think Liverpool can spend wisely and they can match Arsenal spending. I mean, we should be able to match Arsenal spending, and that's where the owners come in, and the owners absolutely have to back Arne Slot, the new manager, and spend big on a centre-back and on a defensive midfielder, because not just the personal but the system of this 4-3-3 formation is vulnerable, because Vatarando and McAllister, they are short, little bit like fragile physically players, and of course Harvey Elliott is also very short and physically not the most imposing. So with fast and physical players, Liverpool's midfield can be vulnerable, and the defense is as good as the midfield protection in front of them as well. So Liverpool, they know what they need to do, and hopefully Michael Edwards are already searching for the next top centre back and defensive midfielder to buy. We need another Van Dijk and Fabinho type of transfer. That's the honest truth, and we need to find those kind of players in the transfer market. Anyway, that's my verdict for today's game, and it will be really emotional, the last ever game of Jurgen Klopp at Anfield against Wolves, but I'm really looking forward to it. It's not really that much fun watching Liverpool play. Going forward, we are brilliant, but defensively we are so easily countered, and easy to create chances. Easy chances to create against Liverpool. It's way too easy. So hopefully the next manager will sort that out. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.